So it all comes down to this, boys. It's the big game over in Group L. It's England, it's Croatia, it's Harry Kane, it's Modric. It's a bit of a reunion, if you like, but we're going to get into that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the Group L encounter between heavyweights out in Europe. It's England, it's Croatia, it's the battle for the #1 ranking. Who, of course, will get the win? Who, of course, will suffer an opening day defeat? We'll get into that, of course, in just 1 second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want some triple Blackburn Rovers? World Cup predictions. That's right, we're going to all hear under one Ruski. That's right, Thomas Tuchel starts his first tournament as England gaffer with the hope and expectation of a nation on his shoulders. As for Croatia, Modric playing his last bit of football, retiring after this tournament, but will he get off to a best possible start? We'll see in just a second. Big shout out to my members, big shout out to patrons, big shout out to you. If you want to help out the channel, check out the links down below. If you want to help out this video though, please smash the like. We're looking for 48 likes. A like for each and every one of the nations taking part in this World Cup as we wrap up the first round of games. So let's get into this one then, shall we? As England take on Croatia at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, baby, on the 17th of June. England coming into, it's not the best bit of form for them right now, but just one defeat in the last few games, of course. As for Croatia, similar sort of form, in around about 60 to 70% coming into this. But let's take a look at how England got to this stage. Well, they qualified as UEFA Group K winners, securing their spot on the 14th of October, 2025. This is their 17th tournament, their last in 2022. They're currently on a streak of 8 successive tournaments. They won it back in 1966. They're managed by the German, I said that, the German Thomas Tuchel, captained by Harry Kane, the VIP, Jude Bellingham, FIFA ranking of 4th in the world. They are contenders. They are serious contenders for this World Cup. And they're coming at you, having qualified via this pathway. Pretty easy qualification group with the likes of Andorra, Latvia, Serbia, and Albania. No defeats, perfect record, no goals conceded. They're not really tested, maybe. And we've seen some struggles, if you like, through the old friendlies, of course. New Zealand wasn't really the best rub of the green. Japan as well. So very, not overwhelmingly convincing, but they've got the ingredients to cause some problems. They landed in Group L alongside fellow European nation Croatia, which is the spotlight right now. Ghana and Panama complete the 4-pack here. But it is, first and foremost, 17th of June, Croatia. The must-win game, though, is the Ghanaian game. I think the Panama one is a given. I think England should win that game, get the 3 points. But 3 points is not necessarily going to be enough. So I think this game against Croatia is very difficult to call. It's opening game nerves, a lot of hope and expectation of a nation. Everyone's coming into here with the same dreams, and that's to, of course, win the group and, of course, go far in this competition. And I think that the Croatia game is an evenly matched matchup between a veteran side of Croatia, an experienced team, know-how. So the game against Ghana is the one where they need to really cement themselves. If they can get the win in that game, the Panama one should be a formality in the end. So that's the focal point right here, right now. But let's take a look at the personnel then for this England setup. Of course, it's of much debate. Pickford between the sticks, no debate there. At the back, they've got John Stones, Gay, Dan Burn makes the squad, Jed Spence, Nico Riley. Into midfield, the likes of Jordan Henderson, of course, or the likes of Adam Wharton, which caused a few controversies as well. Kobe Mainoo made the squad as well. Up top, Kane, Rashford, Watkins. Barcelona's Anthony Gordon as well. Even Tony coming out of Saudi Arabia. That's, of course, this squad. This is the expected lineup then for us with a 4-2-3-1. Jordan Pickford between the sticks. O'Reilly at the back. Mark Gay, Konsa, Reece James make up a back four. Into the midfield ranks, we've got Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Rashford, Bellingham, and Saka in midfield, and Harry Kane leading the charge, hoping to get a couple more goals to his rankings. Let's get into the nitty-gritty then for Croatia, coming at you as a UEFA Group L winners. So it just goes to show the quality that is in this team here. They were winners, not runners-up, not qualifiers, not playoff winners. They were winners of their group, securing the spot on the 14th of November 2025. 7 tournaments in all for Croatia. 2022 was the last 4 tournaments in a row. With their best ever being 2018 when they were runners-up. Goodness gracious me. Zlatko Dalic still here, the gaffer. Luka Modric still Capitano, the VIP. Also Luka Modric, despite his aging legs. And again, like I said at the start of the video, going to retire from football completely at the end of this tournament. 11th of the ranked world ranking for Croatia. They qualified via this pathway ahead of Gibraltar, Montenegro, Faroe Islands. Again, not necessarily the most stiff of opposition, and the Czech Republic as well. Also didn't suffer defeat, scoring 26 goals, conceding the 4 along the way. They've landed in Group L alongside England against Panama and Ghana. Of course, England being the first game, 17th of June. 23rd of June being Panama. 27th of June will be Ghana. Just like England, I think the second game is the most important. I think this game is exciting for the neutrals and exciting for both sets of fans here, but could end up being a bit of a chess match, if you like. Nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to kind of show all their cards, if you like, and it'll kind of maybe cancel each other out. It'll be about momentum though. After that, to get past this big European heavyweight, pick up a result against your next opponent, and then of course it should be 4 points or more heading into that final game against Ghana. So that's my anticipation for the Croatians, who ain't no slouches at world football. And of course, they'll be looking at these guys to be calling the shots. Likovic at the back there, Gvardiol, Karatakar as well, Stančić for Bayern, into the midfield, Kovacic, Modric, Vlasic. We've got Sučić as well for Inter Milan. Up top, likes of Musa, Budimir, Kadimic, Perisic is still here and still kicking the ball as well. Let's take a look then at the starting 11, I would imagine, for Croatia. A 5-4-1, if you like. Livakovic, Erlic, Kalatakar, Sutalo, Vucekovic, and Stančić. In midfield, Perisic, Bauturina, Modric, and Sučić. Kadimic up top. Expect these guys to bomb down the flanks here. Of course, overloaded in midfield up top there to cause all kinds of problems. And again, the magician, the maestro, if you like, Modric calling the shots in midfield. Before we take a deep dive into this match, I'm going to hand you over to Eddie to talk about the Fanatics storefront for Blackburn Overseas. And Dirk, thanks again. Yes, we are always thinking here at Blackburn Overseas, and this summer is no different. We've got a brand new storefront, courtesy of Fanatics, our new partner. Big shout out to those guys. Link to that storefront is in the description down below. It also, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be on the screen right about now. Of course, we've got merchandise for Blackburn Rovers, official merchandise that is, World Cup as well. We've got all the good stuff. Make sure to check it out. If you're a sports fan, Fanatics is the place to be. Check that sucker out. Of course, every purchase you do helps the channel in some way, somehow, of course. But until then, it's back to Dirk in the studio. Quick look at the squad valuations then, as you see it. 1.6 billion for the England setup. Croatia just 283 million. Bit of chalk and cheese in that, but it doesn't. The values are one thing. Of course, inflated market is England. When you look at experience and know-how and caps, number of appearances for those nations, Croatia have a lot of numbers in that regard. Quick look at the record then. They played each other 11 times according to my data. 6 wins for England, 3 for Croatia, 2 draws, and England outscored Croatia 22-13 in regards to goals. If you're a dreamer, we'll get to the dreamer in a second, but this is the lay of the land from the public opinion. 68% of the fans think England will win this group, 23% for Croatia. We have Ghana in third with 5%, but Panama in fourth with 4%. But Dreamland, this is the way. This is the way for England if they're going to get to the final. It'll be around a 32 against Uzbekistan or DR Congo. Then it'll be Mexico. Everyone's got that on their prediction list. Mexico to be in the round of 16 in Mexico. A difficult game. And a game, honestly, that could go either way. But that's, of course, a cart before the horse. Then it'll be Brazil, Argentina, and then Spain all the way through to the final. That's, of course, England's pathway. Croatia, I've got them. So I've got England as group winner. I've got Croatia as runners-up at the moment. So Croatia coming at you, round of 32 would be Colombia against Portugal. Then it'd be Spain round of 16. Then Belgium, Turkey if they're going to get there into quarterfinals. And then France and then Argentina. So that's the pathway if you're a dreamer for each one of those. The public opinion for this game and this game alone, 68% of the public opinion going in favour of England. Croatia with 17%. The draw is at 15. A look at the bookmakers' odds for this one. They favour England, of course, favoured for this match. Croatia the underdogs. But don't rule out a draw, guys. I think you know, a lot of people, a lot of English folks will get giddy about this game and think it all comes down to this. But ultimately, I think it's all about momentum. We've seen it in the past. A lot of the big nations who go far in this competition kind of ease their way into the competition. You don't want to come out the blocks, like I said, winning, you know, showing all your cards. So I'm anticipating a bit of a chess match here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 scoreline. I think both sides will be happy with that. It leaves a lot more expectation in the final couple of games, and it will all come down to those other two games in a mindset of goals. Goals will be the difference between first and second at the end of it. And I think that's going to be it. The fine margins between these two sides to see who tops the group and who comes second is the amount of goals scored in those games against Panama and Ghana in this World Cup Group L. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That, of course, is my prediction. Let me know yours, of course, in the comments. The best and the worst will be featured in the review show when, of course, we come back to talk about this result. Of course, if you want to look at some other predictions made by myself at the channel, we've got the cat prediction. We've also got the ones made by a bunch of ping pong balls. Make sure you check those out as well. Link should be on the screen right about now. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. We're done.